Good morning, day 612. Since 55 hostages have been brutally, barbarically, violently, and inhumanely were kidnapped to the hell called Gaza by the inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis, monsters of Hamas, Mujahideen Brigade, Palestinian Islamic Jihad, the rest of the terrorist organization in Gaza. That includes the Al Jazeera, UNRWA, and the UN, with the financial support of Qatar, Egypt, and Iran, and moral support of France, UK, and Canada, who wants to reward these monsters with a state. We are here every morning, never giving up, to demand from these inhumane, barbaric, rapist, modern-day Nazis, monsters, to surrender and let all 55 hostages go immediately, at once, in one phase, one bus, all of them together. No one is left behind, and Israel would give up nothing. We will continue to eliminate terrorists and the terrorist leaders with sophisticated ways. I just got to learn finally how Muhammad Sinwar met his creator Satan. The IDF used special bombs that sucked the oxygen out of the tunnel. So he died by suffocation in his bed in the tunnel under the European hospital. The IDF shared this footage taken by a drone and showing digitally how the infrastructure of these tunnels, system of tunnels under the hospital. The hospital was shielding the terrorists. And at some point also we had hostages held in these tunnels. They are taking over, they took over this tunnel, use it for terrorism, to plan terrorism, to hide, and I'm pretty sure that the people inside the European hospital knew about it and collaborated with it. You have to understand that there is not much really innocent people in Gaza. They are complicit. The hospital is complicit, the staff is complicit with the terrorism, with the atrocities of October 7. These terrorist leaders, Muhammad Sinwar was one of the masterminds of it, together with his brother. He was the one to run Hamas through this whole time in Gaza. And finally, justice have served to the victims of October 7 and the hostages that were tortured, held captive by this monster. You can see the body has been pulled out of the tunnel next to the hospital, next to the emergency room. This is violation of international law. But the condemnation only comes to Israel. How dare you, Israel, bombing a hospital when terrorists are using it for terrorism activities? Yet the hospitals remain standing, and in the tunnels themselves, that part of it was collapsed and part of it was intact. It was just lack of oxygen. Meanwhile, you know what? While France and UK and Canada wants to reward these terrorists with a Palestinian state, the president of the Palestinian Authority in Judea and Samaria, Mahmoud Abbas, is praising October 7th. This is the person who they want to reward and give them a sovereignty after what they did and after they paying for terrorists who are slaughtering Jews to reward them. This is the world we live in right now, where Western countries rewarding terrorists, praising them. But we cannot allow it to happen. We will continue to stand with good against evil. And thankfully, we have countries like the United States who stand and support us in our right to defend ourselves against these ruthless monsters. And meanwhile, while Israel delivering humanitarian aid to Gaza, alongside with the Gaza Humanitarian Foundation organization, the Madeleine boat, or Israel likes to call it, the selfie yacht. This is what just a publicity stunt. They don't give a fuck about Gazans' life. They want to create provocation, and that's what they got. Israel, the Navy, IDF, took over the boat a few hours ago in Israel, arrested them peacefully. They even provided them humanitarian aid with sandwiches and water to Greta. Then the boat was towed to Ashdod, and these activists were arrested, and they're gonna be sent back to their countries. Israel also posted this information to state exactly what happened, and then to tell them this tiny amount of humanitarian aid that was on the boat that wasn't used by these activists will be delivered to Gaza through the right channels. There's a way to do it. Also, Israel, in the last 2 weeks, have let 1,200 humanitarian aid trucks go into Gaza, and together with the GHF, the Gazan Humanitarian Foundation, they delivered 11 million meals in the last 2 weeks alone. So all of your fucking publicity stunt has been over. You can go back to your countries where you came from. You can go back to your activism and standing up with Hamas terrorists, but you would not be able to break through the security that Israel must enforce on the seas, in the water, because this is how Hamas, this is one of the routes how Hamas getting their ammunition, arms, rockets, and things of that sort, and also how they used, they tried to breach that control on October 7 and massacred innocent Israelis that were having a day at the beach on a Saturday. Israel will stand strong against all of these threats. We will not allow to break our security and our efforts to ensure that Israelis are safe. If you care so much for the Gazans and you want to help the Gazan, join us with pressure on Hamas and call them to surrender and let all 55 hostages go. Israel have made it clear again and again from day one. Once Hamas surrender and all hostages are back home, the war can be over. This is what we want. We want to live. We want our people to be free in our homeland and live. And once that will happen, the war can be over. We do not want to take over Gaza. We gave up this fucking disgusting land in 2005, and we're only back now in there because Hamas started this war with this brutal massacre on October 7, and we can't wait to finish it. But we need to finish it while we're ensuring there's never going to be another October 7, and there's never going to be another threat from Gazans to Israelis. That includes Jews, Christians, and Muslims. We will continue to defend ourselves with whatever means necessary, and we will continue living in our homeland Israel, from the Jordan River all the way to the Mediterranean Sea for eternity. Am Yisrael Chai forever.